So, hey, my YouTubers and everyone in the world. Today is October the 25th, guys. The time is now 6:05 p.m. It was a beautiful Tuesday all day, guys. And happy birthday to my father, guys. In the comments down below, wish him a happy birthday, October 25th. Make sure to visit my website, adaycreations.com. Now, today we're going to be discussing the 5 reasons why your ex hates you after a breakup. 5 reasons why your ex hates you after a breakup. Now, the first reason why your ex would hate you after a breakup, guys, is because you moved on. A lot of people seem to have this thought in their mind that you can't do better than them, you'll never move on past them, they leave you heartbroken, and you'll be like that for the rest of your life or scarred. Now, the reality is, after you break up with someone that you actually loved, or y'all break up for whatever the reason is, of course you're going to go through different ups and downs. Of course you're going to be sad. Those are normal emotions. That's normal to happen, especially if you really had a thing for that person. However, they have this thing where they feel like you can't move on without them. You'll always be stuck and hurt. Now, eventually, time heals all pain. So the reality is, your ex is going to hate you for just moving on. Now, the second reason why your ex will hate you after a breakup, guys, in 2022 is because you're doing better without them. Now, the reality of this is, if that person was a distraction in your life, if that person was constantly bringing you down, if that person just gave you ill feelings and different emotions and just played a lot of mind games, then you're going to do better off without them. So even though it may appear to be difficult to let them go now, the future you would say thank you. Thank you for being strong. Thank you for moving on. Thank you for believing that we could do better than we was before. So, yes, if you moved on and you're doing a lot better in life, mentally, physically, emotionally, if you found yourself a new partner that actually loves you and appreciates you for who you are, then guess what? That relationship with that person wasn't supposed to work out. And once you get to that reality and you accept it, then your heart starts to heal, because now you're starting to remember all the things that that person did, the things that that person said, how they made you feel. And if they made you feel bad, then why would you have wanted to stay with someone like that anyway? Now, the third reason why your ex will hate you after a breakup, guys, is because you are no longer their stepping stool. Now, this brings me to a situation that I'm familiar with. When you're with someone and they never had someone as good as you, and you do everything you can to please them, and they still don't appreciate it, and you're like, okay, let me give this person more and more and more. It's like they're using you, they're abusing you. So at some point in time, you have to get realistic with this. If you're not a stepping stool, if you're not allowing people to do the things that they used to do to you before, guess what? They start to hate you because of that. Because they can't control you. They can't control what you do, what you say. They can't control how they make you feel. It's like, now that you're more in tune with yourself and you accept yourself 110%, guys, guess what? All the things that people used to do and say, it will no longer bother you. You're stronger than you was before. And you won't allow them to just do whatever they want to you anymore. And that's how it should be. If you respect yourself and love yourself, then you should never allow anyone to step on you and disrespect you and then smile in your face when they want to. It just doesn't work that way. So yes, if you stop being a stepping stool for your ex, guess what? They're going to see no point in being around you anymore, because now everything that was working for them is no longer working for them. It's not easy for them to get what they want out of you. It's not easy for them to disrespect you and you not have a comeback. Hey, that tells you how that person really feels about you. If they just want to be, just want to step all over you like you're not important. Now, the fourth reason why your ex will hate you after a breakup, guys, in 2022, is they always knew that you were too good for them. Now, this to me is more like, okay, when you first get with someone, everyone's on their best behavior, everything is cool, everything is perfect. But at some point in time, people that put on that character and that persona, after a while, they're gonna start like falling into their old ways. So if you're still the same person you was in the beginning of that relationship, then guess what? You're being true to who you really are. But now that that person's true colors are coming out, it's like they starting to realize they can't keep up with you. They starting to realize you too good for them. They starting to realize that, dang, I'm using this woman, like I'm using this girl from constantly asking for this and asking for that. So sometimes people do realize that you're too good for them. And it takes us to go through ups and downs to realize that certain people just, we don't need to date them. They're not for us, because if they never had someone so good before, then they'll probably use and abuse you. So yes, sometimes your ex will realize that you were too good for them and they couldn't keep up with you. And because of that, that'll make them hate you too. Now, the fifth reason why your ex would hate you after a breakup, guys, in 2022 is because life is now harder without you. So now they want to have a reason to blame you for the breakup, a reason to blame you for the arguments and the fights and the disagreements. Now everything is all your fault instead of blaming thyself. Now they want to blame you for everything because their life is actually pretty miserable. And that's just the reality. I mean, they don't have to admit it, but you could just tell by how far they came, a year or 2 or 3 years after the breakup, whether life is going good or not. And most likely, if you're a good person, then they're not going to find someone better. You might find someone that you click with for 1 or 2 days, and then after that, you back to your old ways and you can't stand them. So, yeah, life is harder without you. Their lives are miserable without you. So now they can't take that anger out on you, and that's the best part about this. So those are the 5 main reasons why your ex would hate you after a breakup, guys. They're still holding on to the bitterness. They're still holding on to the anger. And sometimes a lot of times it's misplaced anger. Like, it's not your fault that things are not going right in their lives. Now, I hope that this opened your eyes, guys. And like I always say, like, comment, and subscribe. Thumbs up to see more videos like this. And visit my website, adaycreations.com. Until the next video, guys. Peace.